and welcome to your 15-minute lower body focused stretch and warm up. I'm so grateful to have you here ready to warm up with me. All you'll need today is yourself and a yoga mat or just a clear space that you can move on the ground. Whether this stretch is getting you ready for another form of movement in your day, or if it's acting as your short mindful movement for the day, I'm so glad to have you here. Begin by coming down to lay on your back. Keep both of your knees bent with your feet planted into the ground. And once you've made it here, take 2 deep breaths in and out through your nose to welcome yourself into this new moment of your day. Now lift your left foot off of the ground and draw that knee towards your chest. Wrap your hands around your left knee, pull it closer, and extend your right leg long. On inhale, flex your foot, and exhale, draw that knee closer towards your chest. Inhale, release the pull. Exhale, pull it closer towards you. Inhale, release the pull. Exhale, bring it towards you. Hold for an inhale. And exhale, relax into this pose. Now on inhale, gently draw your left knee out towards your left side to open up your hip. And exhale. On your next inhale, guide that left knee right back through center. And exhale. Release the pull. Inhale, draw that left knee back towards your chest. Exhale, draw the left knee out towards the left hip opens here. Inhale. And exhale, hold. Inhale, guide that left knee back through center. And exhale, release the pull. Release your left foot down to the ground. And now switch your legs. Left leg extends long, and right leg bends. Draw that knee in towards your chest. Inhale, flex your foot. Exhale, draw your right knee closer towards your chest. Inhale, release the pull, let it relax. Exhale, pull your knee, draw it right back towards you. Inhale, release. Exhale, draw it right back towards you. Take a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Now draw your right knee out towards the right side. Feel your hip open. Keep that foot deeply flexed. Now on inhale, guide it right back up through center. And exhale, release the pull. One more. Inhale, guide that right knee in towards your chest. Exhale, draw your right knee out and open. Inhale, guide your right knee back towards center over your chest. And exhale, let it go. Release your right foot down to the mat. Keep both knees bent now and roll over onto one side. Then push yourself up and come to sit on your sitting bones with your feet planted onto the mat, wider than hips width distance apart, and with both palms behind either hip, fingers facing away from you. Then turn your feet out about 45 degrees each and sit up nice and tall. Take a deep inhale here. And exhale, let both of your knees fall towards your left side, hips open. Inhale, lift both knees back through center, your feet plant to the mat. Exhale, drop your knees towards the right now. Inhale, find your center. Exhale, drop your knees to the left and lift your back right arm up and around towards the back of your space for a gentle spinal twist. Inhale, bring it all back through center. Right hand plants behind your right hip. And exhale, knees drop to the right now. Left arm lifts over and around. Reach through those fingertips. Inhale, find center. Plant your feet. Left hand comes back behind your left hip. And exhale, knees drop towards the left. Swoop that right arm back and around. Reach a little further. And inhale, come back through center. Exhale, drop knees to the right. Left arm lifts over and around. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale, find your center. And exhale, drop your knees to the left. Hands stay here. Inhale, find your center. Exhale, knees drop to the right. Notice how much more willing your hips and your knees are to this movement. Inhale, find center. Exhale, drop knees to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop to the right. Inhale, find your center. And exhale, let it go. Sweep both legs behind you and bring yourself up into a tabletop position. Your wrists should stack right underneath of your shoulders, and your knees should be about hips-width distance apart, stacking right underneath of either hip. Now squeeze your belly button up and back towards your spine. And on inhale, drop your belly to arch your spine, gaze up and tuck your toes. On exhale, untuck your toes, push the ground away and round your spine, tuck your chin. Inhale, drop your belly, arch your spine, toes tuck. Exhale, push the ground away from you, round your spine, chin and tailbone both tuck here. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the spine, tuck the toes, hug your shoulder blades together. Exhale, push the ground away, round your spine. Come back to a neutral tabletop now and extend your left leg long behind you, left toes meeting the ground. Inhale, press back through your left heel, feel the openness in your left calf. And exhale, shift your weight forward and step your left foot in between your hands, settling into a low lunge. On inhale, come up onto tented fingertips to lift your chest. And exhale, send your hips back and down. Invite that left knee to straighten. Left toes can peel off of the mat here. Inhale, place a deep bend back in that left knee. Come up onto fingertips. All of your weight's in that left hip. Exhale, send your hips back and down. Try to straighten that left knee. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Come up onto tented fingertips to give your chest space to breathe. Exhale, send the hips back and down. Inhale, shift your weight forward and keep your arms here, or lift them high and overhead. Pull your thumbs towards the back of your space and gaze up. Exhale, plant your hands right back down to the mat and send your hips back and down. Straighten that left knee as much as comfortable. Inhale, shift forward, arms lift high, gaze up. Exhale, sweep your palms right back down to the mat. Send your hips back and down. Inhale, shift your weight forward, arms lift high. And exhale, lower both palms to the inside of your left foot. Now turn your left foot out so toes face towards the left corner of your mat and roll out onto the outer edge of your left foot, that pinky toe side. Sink your weight deeper into that left hip. Your left hand can stay here or lift it up and back, twisting towards your left knee. And if you'd like, you can grab hold of the front of your right foot and sink deeper. Gaze back and take an inhale. And exhale. Take one more inhale. And exhale, gently release your right foot back down to the mat and bring your left hand back to the inside of your left foot. Release the turnout of your left foot and plant it back to the ground. Left hand comes to the outside of your left foot. Shift your hips back and down for one last hamstring stretch. Inhale, bend forward. And exhale, step your left knee back to meet your right. Realign in that neutral tabletop. Now step your right leg long behind you. Inhale, press back in through your right heel. And exhale, step that right foot in between your hands, sink your weight into that right hip now, and lift up onto your fingertips. Take an inhale. And exhale, bring your palms to the ground, send your hips back and down, right toes peel off of the mat to help you straighten that right knee. Inhale, deep bend in the right knee, shift your weight forward, lift to your fingertips. Exhale, shift your hips back and down. Inhale, deep bend, shift your weight forward into that right hip. Exhale, send it back. Invite that right knee to straighten as much or as little as feels good for you. Inhale, shift your weight forward and lift your arms high. Take a gentle back bend, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, send your palms back to the mat. Hips go back and down. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Lift your arms high, reach back, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, sweep your palms right back down to the mat. Send your hips back, invite that right knee to a straightened position. Inhale, shift your weight forward, arms lift high. And exhale, bring your palms to the ground on the inside of your right foot now. Turn your right toes out about 45 degrees and roll out onto the outer edge, the pinky toe edge of that foot, so that the edge where your big toe is lifted off of the ground. Sink in. You can stay here, or on inhale, twist towards your right and lift that right arm up and back. And if you'd like, grab hold of the front of that left foot. Gaze back and take an inhale. And exhale, let your body settle into this pose. One more inhale. And exhale. Gently release your left foot back down to the mat. Sweep that right arm up and back down to the inside of your right foot. Release the turnout of your right foot and then place your right hand on the outside of your right foot. Send your hips back and down, one last hamstring stretch. Shift your weight forward with an inhale. And exhale, step that right knee back to meet your left in your tabletop. Now tuck both sets of toes underneath of you and walk your hands back towards your knees until your knees lift off the ground and all of your weight is on the balls of your toes. Now bring your hands just in front and outside of either foot so you're kind of framing them. And then send your heels to the ground with a deep bend in your knees to keep your palms and the soles of your feet on the ground at the same time. This is your forward fold, or as known in yoga, Uttanasana. On inhale, deeply bend your knees and send your hips back and down over your heels and lift your chest and arms high so arms are right next to your ears. Sink deeper. Exhale, bring your palms back to the mat right where they were and extend your knees a little bit straighter. Inhale, deeply bend your knees, send the hips back, chest and arms lift high. Exhale, send your arms back down to the ground, forward fold. Inhale, deeply bend your knees. All of your weight should be in your heels here and lift your chest and arms. Exhale, fold back forward. Last chair kriya here. Inhale, come back into that standing squat little chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, deeply bend the knees, lift the chest and arms high. And exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, reach high through your fingertips. And exhale, bring your hands to the tops of your thighs and press yourself up to stand. Shake out your legs, let all of that built up energy go. Now lift both arms up high and overhead and lift your right leg in front of you, knee bent at 90 with your foot deeply flexed. Inhale, extend that knee, keep the foot flexed. Exhale, step that right foot forward, lift your left leg straight and high behind you until your chest is about parallel to the ground. Send your arms behind you, palms face down, deeply flex that left foot. Now on inhale, lift your arms back up overhead, left knee is bent in front of you. Exhale, step the left foot forward, lift the right leg straight back behind you. Right foot stays flexed, arms back behind you, palms down. Inhale. And exhale, lift both arms up overhead, right knee in front of you. Exhale, lower it all down. Now bring both hands to your hips and bring your feet a bit wider than hips width distance underneath of you. Place a gentle bend in your knees, and now begin to take big or small circles in one direction with your hips. Breathe as you move, and notice if those circles would like to get bigger or a little smaller. Do what feels good for you. Then when you're ready, reverse the direction of those circles, now moving in the other way. Again, listening to your body if those circles want to be bigger or smaller. Let your glutes and hips guide the way. Release that circling motion when it feels about even, and heel toe your feet back towards one another. Keep your palms open, facing the front of your space. And on inhale, reach your arms up high and overhead, palms touch over top of you. And exhale, bend your elbows, send your hands to your heart center. And that concludes our 15-minute lower body stretch and warm up for the day. Whether you're using this to precede another form of movement or exercise, or if after this you're just getting on with your day and the next task that follows, I hope that you feel moved and ready to do so. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you again for another class or another stretch soon. I post every Monday and Thursday, and I'll see you then.